What's going on, you guys? It's Tony at Casa Esmeralda. If you like my videos, please do like and subscribe. Hit that like button down below. And thank you for those who have liked and subscribed. Today we're going to be looking at my old Fiat 352C tractor. I'm here in my tractor shed. I built this myself. I was having problems with, as you know, last year I put in with the mechanic, I put in new pistons and rings, so it was possibly his last tractor that he worked on. He has serious heart conditions. He's been in and out of the hospital now for about 2 months, so this was probably his last tractor that he ever worked on, and I guess that's why he was trying to show me on everything and how to work, because I did about half the work on rebuilding this tractor and motor. So I learned a lot from him about tractors, and it's at the same time, if you're going to go out and buy an old tractor and somebody's going to tell you, oh, it works beautifully, it'll work fine, they possibly will be lying to their teeth about anything. So it's a good idea, you know, to get the right tools and to use the right. So what I did is I replaced the candles here, and then I also cleaned out this bowl fuel filter, and I also cleaned out the fuel filter down here below. I did another oil change on it. Then I proceeded to do another oil and filter on it, which I said, and I then went and, so this was like a couple, so last month I took out the alternator. There are no more, I couldn't find any, I could find an alternator for this one actually, but it wasn't exactly the right alternator. So I took the option and I actually just took the alternator apart. It would have been just a long video, it was a day thing, and it was sitting here on my workbench for a while. So I took the alternator apart, I resoldered all the connections and everything like that. And thank you to YouTube and how to refurbish alternators and things like that. I'm slowly learning on how to take care of my own tractor without a mechanic and without the big bills. So that was that, and then actually before that I got some Seafoam, and I put a shot of Seafoam in the line here, and I let the tractor then sit, so I didn't touch the tractor for a month. So I got the motor running, and I had a good running for about 3/4 of an hour, and I let the Seafoam go through, and then I let it sit for an hour, and I let the Seafoam do its thing with the cleaning. And then I took also this off, which is the fuel injector pump unit and everything, and there was all this gunk in there and stuff like that, which the Seafoam picked up, and I cleaned it out. Like, take this off, take this off, take this off, take this off. So I cleaned this all out, and I used more Seafoam to clean it. So there was two basic issues. It was the fuel injector pump, and it was also the alternator on it. So I'm just saying, if you're going to go out and buy an old tractor, this is the result. But anyways, it's working great. There's something else I found out today, is that to get a good starting on it, you would have to put the throttle position, which is this throttle position, all the way down, and then you would have to pump and flood the fuel, because I was looking at the pump, and the way this fuel pump works, the fuel injector pump works, is that when you have the throttle all the way down and you're pumping this through the motor, it floods the motor with fuel. So you want to get fuel throughout the injection system, throughout the motor, through the proper parts. You don't want to flood the oil with diesel, but you just want to give it enough fuel. So it does take it may take like 100 pumps, which actually I did about 150 pumps on this to actually, on my first start. I just said, well, I'm just gonna give it hell, and I'm just gonna pump it and pump it and pump it. And actually what the fuel does is it circulates itself. So we're gonna give this a little rev try here. I'm gonna have to put the computer down, or the camera down here, but she should fire Really easy. So the throttle on it's not even down all the way. The throttle was up there. So I had the motor already running, so it's already warm. But on some of these old tractors, you have to kind of have the throttle sort of pedal all the way down to start it. But she's just purring like crazy now. So I got a motor. And there's a few other things I want to do. Because the water gauge was working on it. So the water gauge stopped working on it, and then so the oil pressure gauge is the one that you really need. You turn the candles off now. So the water gauge, I was looking on Amazon, there's a water gauge, there's about 36 € for a new water gauge. Thermostat comes in 1 unit for them to buy it. But what I'm going to actually do now is I want to think about taking this apart and taking this, possibly just a connection of some sort. But she's purring now, so yeah, just really happy with this right now. So I actually took it for a drive the other day after everything was done. And I was looking for a nice day to do it. So there are possibilities, I'm just saying, like, let's go over here, there are possibilities of getting your own tractor fixed and doing it yourself. It's a rewarding experience. If you can get manuals and you can spend, it took me like about 2 months, actually since January I was actually having problems with it, so about almost 3 months, but I keep learning and learning more about this tractor. This tractor is as old as me, you know, so but now it's working. So, and if anything else sort of goes wrong in those areas and things, I can fix it, or I can find new parts and things like that. I did kind of look around for new parts, but to get a new alternator on this tractor, it was over like $200 US or something like that. And I'm not really going to use this tractor a lot since I don't have a plow yet. So this is just to do like one strip. You'll see like possibly in the summertime. I just want to do one strip down here just to plant my own food and vegetables instead of spending a half a day with a rotavator or something like that. So I'm just looking here at my goats. And my dogs are getting hungry and everything. So anyways, I gotta turn her off, but she's not bogging down or anything, because that was the thing, is that I come up the hill here, I'm on the highline, I come up the hill and she just burned right off and she bogged down. And so there was two things, was the fuel injection on it and the alternator. Okay. Give her a little spin here. She's really going. She's ready to go through there. Sounding really good. You can hear the compression on there. Compression's really good. Okay. So that sounds like a motor now. So, you know, I'm just saying, like, if you go out and get an old tractor, there are things that you're gonna have to do besides placing the pistons and rings. Like, I'm just saying, there's possibly the starter is gonna break on me then too. There's all these things, but you know, that's all part of having a tractor and having a little farm of mine and doing things yourself, learning things yourself and doing things yourself instead of paying people to do it. So okay, so I hope I hope I've inspired you to go outside, to plant and grow your own food or whatever, and to work on your own tractor, to learn how to rebuild your own tractor yourself, to do things yourself, and just have a really great time at doing things yourself, really, and also living off the land. You know, those are important things about having a farm. Thank you for those who have liked and subscribed. I will be doing a video tomorrow around the farm here. You possibly hear the quacking, and I got young ducklings over here. So that will be tomorrow, the greenhouse, and I did some work back here in the garden. Tomorrow another video on my gardening, my bedding, my gardening, and things like that. So take care and bye for now. Wish you all a happy evening. I made some pizza in the firewood oven last night, so that's always good. Okay, so thanks again. Have a nice weekend.